My notes. I'm starting to write some notes on.
All right. Welcome to the second episode of the Ghost and Swifty Show, or known as the Community Show. We have our special member here, Angry Man.
Hello, everyone, and yeah, like I was mentioning before the show, I started writing notes on. Hmm. Well, okay. So, what do you know about the Dreamtime?
Well,
Uh.
Angry Man, before we get into that, we want to go over your personal life.
Okay.
Should I tell the audience how I found Angry Man?
Yeah,
Uh, sitting in the local live server, just listening to music.
yep. You were all alone, and me and Swifty saw you there, so we went to get you.
Yeah.
Um,
I I was just fucking about with the YouTube playback feature. Just
Well, we have a
Uh,
lot to get into. I want to go into the games you play, NSFW Solitaire, and
Oh, did you know there's actually a safe for work version of that solitaire out now?
yeah,
Which I
it's actually just called Solitaire.
no, it's literally the same game, but with all the NSFW content removed. It's just called free solitaire, but yeah.
Yeah, that's what. Did you think that Solitaire just has boobs in it, and you were playing the normal version or something? Yeah, of course. That's what normal Solitaire is. It's just a card game.
Uh,
well, Angry Man, wait, we're getting ahead of ourselves. I want to go into your personal life. I want to start off. When was your first girlfriend?
the first girl that I actually, uh, I hate to say it, but oh fuck.
What?
It was a bit of a Stewie situation where I was way too young to know what the fuck words meant.
Go on. What
But
happened?
but anyways, no, I didn't really have a girlfriend when I was a teenager.
When was your
I
first
didn't really have
kiss?
I really didn't have a
You
didn't
never.
really do have a really didn't have a first kiss.
You never kissed
Uh,
a girl.
technically, I'm still. I lied about losing my virginity
What?
about like 10 years, about 10 years ago, and that was mostly just to get it out of the way because.
Wait, you
But
lied. Wait, so did you lose it or did you lie?
I lied. I lied because of course I lied.
But
I,
You've never so you've never lost it.
nope, and
ha-
I probably will die a virgin. That's okay.
No,
but
no, 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 no. Me and Ghost are gonna make sure that doesn't happen.
uh, but
No,
but what happened with your hooker? Did you Was that a lie?
uh, honestly, something happened, but I wouldn't call it sex. It was
What
over way too quickly, and
what
I
you
and
pre
even if
you pre ejaculated, right?
yeah. So basically, I still consider myself a virgin for the most part.
Did you put it in or no?
Uh, no. So
So what happened? You hired a hooker. She came over. The second she touched it, it exploded.
uh, after a very short while, it did, and then it just
But
uh,
so it never went in.
yeah. And the thing is, I don't want actual attention. I don't want actual uh I don't want the actual entanglement, emotional entanglement of a relationship.
Yeah, but
And,
so
and
have
so
you ever kissed a girl though?
no.
You have never. How old are you?
I'm 41.
41. Wow. I think the show would you if we brought a girl to you, would you kiss them? Consensual.
Yes.
Hell
Uh
yeah.
but like I said, man, I'm not worried about that. I'm just chilling.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm
man.
just laying I'm
yeah.
just laying back in bed chilling and
Now,
Hell
Angry Man,
yeah.
you told me a story of that it doesn't work. You can't get it up, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Can you go into more? Can you go into that more and explain how that affects your daily life and how that affected you throughout
Well,
the years?
mostly it affects me because when I was a teenager, stuff worked, and I got a nasty addiction to. I got a nasty wanking addiction, but yet the problem is, it doesn't work. It's more of a, it's more of a thing where I try, where for a good decade and a half, I would just keep trying it and trying it and trying it, and it would just make a mess, and it wouldn't really do anything.
So what do you mean
And
make a mess though?
in other words, I can make a mess, but
Uh,
I don't get any of the mental feedback. I don't get any of the
do
You know
you
none of the lights in my head go off.
what in the world?
But anyways, none of the lights in my head go off.
do you think this happened because of your addiction that you did it too much and
No, I know. I eventually pieced together the fact that when I was a teenager, there was two different medications I was taking. Uh, Dilantin chewables and Dexedrine.
yeah.
And I've heard recently that Dilantin is basically meth. So I probably burnt myself out. My brain probably burnt out, to be honest.
Now, so if you don't mind me asking, how often do you tickle your pickle?
And oh no, how often do I try?
Yeah.
Not that often, to be fucking honest. At this point, it's probably like once a month.
It's a
And
month.
does it work usually, or do you usually
No,
fail, or do you usually succeed?
no, and it always fails. It always fails to go off like it used to when I was younger. But it's like I said, it's a filthy addiction.
It is. When did you first notice you had an addiction?
Oh well, the first time I noticed I had an addiction, I had a filthy addiction, or I started thinking of it as a filthy addiction was probably like 5 years ago. But so now I don't do it, and so now I just try to wait for death. I hate to say it, but in a lot of ways, I'm just waiting for death at this point in my life.
Do
How
you
old are you again?
At this point, I'm just waiting for death.
No, how
Aren't you?
old are you again?
You're only 41, right?
Yeah, I'm 41. So at this point, I'm basically waiting for death, and there's not much to do. Oh God.
Do you would you give a chance at love?
Oh man. Uh, I've always seen it as like a baseball game, and if you can't round the bases, what the fuck is the point of playing baseball?
What
You know.
about companionship?
As far as companionship and talking to someone, I mean, if I found someone online that I could talk to, that would be great. But
What about in real life though?
uh, in real life, right now I have a living situation with a roommate.
Yeah, how
I
is your
mean,
roommate? I forgot. You had a roommate.
oh yeah,
You
he's
get
doing
along?
great. Yeah, we get along. I mean, we don't talk much, but then again, what do you expect from two guys?
Does your
Not much conversation, and basically we stay out of each other's way.
does your roommate ever bring women over?
No,
Have you ever had a hooker come over when
no,
he was home?
I would even if I had the money, which I don't. Don't shit the place you live. You know what I'm saying? There's families that live in the same complex as me. Okay, I would never fucking do that.
Yeah, but what so you're telling me if you met a woman and you guys hit it off and then you guys want to progress, you wouldn't bring her over, you wouldn't move in with her, you're comfortable.
Right now, I'm comfortable where I am, and I have an absolutely astoundingly good living situation as far as the cost, as far as where I'm living, you know, all that shit. So, no, I would not, to be honest. I mean, if I suddenly woke up and I had a few $1,000s burning a hole in my pocket, and nobody knew I had it, I would probably just get a hotel room, to be fucking honest.
So
Wait, you would get a what room?
hotel.
Motel room in the area where I
Why?
live. Like I said, if I had a few $1,000s burning a hole in my pocket and I really wanted to have some companionship for a
Oh, I
night,
see. I
I mean,
see.
I probably would get a motel room.
Okay,
Well,
I
no,
see.
no, it wouldn't even be sex. It would just be talking to somebody, I think.
How many times have you done that in your life? How many times have you tried to do an escort or a hooker or anything like that?
Oh, only a couple times back in 2015. Like I say, I don't really have the money for that sort of stuff. I mean, I have enough to keep myself happy, but not enough for that.
What happened
Not
the
enough.
other time?
2015. No, like I said, I tried a couple times. One didn't work out. One I didn't even connect, and shit just didn't happen. The other one, like I said, it didn't work right.
Now,
We already went into details about one of those events. Can you tell us specifically what happened the other time? Why didn't it work
What
out?
happened is I went on the back. Well, at the time it was Backpage was the site where that sort of stuff happened,
and what happened? Continue.
and basically what happened is uh I didn't is I didn't she didn't actually come over, and so nothing happened.
She scammed you?
Well, no, she didn't get paid for it, which was a good thing.
Okay.
Okay,
Now,
she didn't
Swifty,
get paid.
you have a doc. You have some notes on Angry Man, right? Do you want to go into those?
Yeah. Right
Okay.
now I'm confused because in my notes I have that you have a secondary hooker who did come over,
Ah,
and it was for the girlfriend experience.
oh, that was the one that didn't work right, and
Oh,
it
okay.
was that was the one that didn't work right. Again, my memory is Swiss cheese, so small details will fucking be varied based on my memory. Okay,
Yeah.
All right. So
I'll take.
go
small
into the doc.
details.
Let's get into the document we have.
All right. Well, I found Angry Man sitting in voice chat all alone, listening to meditation music. It says here you have a Fuda fetish.
Oh man, I like short form erotic stories on Kindle.
Yeah, you're
Um,
actually writing a story right now about a summer
no,
camp.
yeah, yeah,
Well,
and
wait, Angry Man, you used to be into trans people, correct?
Well, I'll take a minute to explain to the audience what
okay,
Fuda
okay,
is.
Yeah,
Or
Fuda. Can you
okay,
explain?
why don't you do it, Angry
okay.
Man?
Well, the thing is about the whole T shit. I first heard about it from somebody on IRC who was who was living in the Boston area, and I didn't know what the fuck it was. Okay, I didn't know what it was until I started hearing references to it on and references to it on
On IRC.
on no on various streams, various YouTube streams, and that's when I started piecing together just how bullshit it is. Okay, let's just say I had to get red pilled on what trannies were by hearing it via YouTube streams, and that would have been like late 2010s. But for a while, I didn't know what the fuck it was, to be honest.
I guess you thought it was hot when you learned about it.
No. At the time, I thought there were people who were. I thought there were women who were actually fucking born with dicks at the time. I mean, shit. And I thought it was like one in a
On
hundred
IRC.
thousand thing that was like one just there.
Honestly, back in 2010, I thought the same thing.
But and then what happened is I heard what it actually was. I'm like, well, fuck this. And I got red pill deep. I mean,
So your food fetish was only until you learned that they're not born
No,
with
no,
it.
no, 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 no. The thing is, once I learned what trannies were, I still had a fetish for short form porn fiction involving fudos. Okay,
Jeez.
because the first time I had heard of fudos was back, God's early 2000s. The oh damn, you remember the site Dimitri's Fudo?
What? No.
Oh yeah, that kind of stuff was the first experience I had with Fudo. But so okay, who just joined?
No one.
But
No, apparently Egg Picker joined.
Oh yeah, yeah.
oh,
Good. I brought Egg Picker here. Um,
oh,
Egg,
wonderful.
Egg Picker's a friend of the show. Um, Angry Man, do you know who Egg Picker is?
I've heard the name before.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, he's a friend of the show. He's a fan. He's also yeah. So he wants to also ask you some questions.
Okay.
Egg, you there?
I don't have any questions. Like, what do you want about?
Well, Angry
Like
Man is a very interesting individual.
Haven't been listening. I was helping Zombie navigate his car through the snow so he didn't crash.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Angry Man, could you tell me if you can't get it hard, why do you play NSFW Solitaire?
Actually, as it was the first solitaire game I found with 300 variants of solitaire. Then, of course, I found the safe for work version of that game, and I switched to it just recently.
Why did you switch?
Because it's easier. Because half the time I wasn't using the NSFW card decks anyway, so might as well. I mean, I still have both on my computer, but you get the point.
Swifty, was there something in the document about him pooping in his bed?
Yeah, and just so you know, Angry Man, chat says that they love you.
Yeah.
But anyways, oh no, that was, oh no, it was probably like 10, probably quite a few years ago.
What, when you pooped in
I
your bed?
was so fucking constipated that yeah, I just had to.
Why
I,
didn't
I
you,
just
You
I
had to
just had
what?
to lay back and give birth to crap.
why, why didn't you why didn't you go to the bathroom? Just go to the toilet.
Well, no. It was so constipated I couldn't get it out if I was sitting.
Yeah, then go to the. Why didn't you go to the bathtub?
Or the bathtub, yeah.
Oh fuck! I wasn't thinking of it
Yeah.
at the time.
So you laid in your bed, and what position were you in? What'd you do?
Just a standard birthing position, basically, with the knees up and the
How,
knees up,
how
spread,
much
and just.
how much do you weigh?
How much do I weigh? Don't really look at my weight that often.
Are you a big guy, small guy? Can we get a face reveal?
Uh, Basically, skinny fat.
Can you turn your camera on?
Uh, can I not turn my camera on, please?
Yeah, you can not.
Yeah,
But if
can.
you do, I'll buy you a pizza.
Yep. We'll buy. Remember, we bought you a pizza to own the right to your stories.
Oh, you know what? No pictures, please.
Not bad.
Yeah,
That's
that's
the
all right.
last fucking thing I need. Okay, so right now I'm in the middle of so. But yeah, like I said, I just sit back. I try to relax. I try to wait my life out. And
Why?
eventually, I'll pay those damn credit cards off. I don't know when, but
So it seems like
eventually.
you're just waiting for life to end. Why are you so done with living? It sounds like.
Oh, there's just nothing to be excited about.
What would excite
Um,
you? What would need to happen to reignite your life?
oh God. You know what? I would love to try is psychedelic drugs. And
That's a good
considering I'm
idea.
close to LA, I mean, shit.
And you said
Pro-
a woman lover would not help.
Honestly, it wouldn't add much to the experience. To be fucking honest.
Well, if we send you an escort, we're also going to send you some sort of penis pill,
Have you ever
and
tried Viagra?
we're going to give you a direct order from the Ghost and Swifty show to stop all medications for 5 days.
Wait,
Oh,
have you ever tried Viagra?
Or
no, I
Cialis is better.
haven't. No,
Why?
I
Cialis
haven't.
is so good. I haven't tried it. I've just heard everyone say the same thing. This on PKA that Cialis is better.
Why haven't you tried any pills? It might be able to fix your issue.
Mostly because I'm not getting any mental feedback. Like I don't feel
No, but
like if
it
I'm
might
not.
fix that.
Oh man.
Let's
Uh,
just lay it out crystal clear. What you mean is that your penis makes stuff come out, but you don't feel it.
Yeah, and it's just like I don't feel it. So it's just
It's not.
I don't I wouldn't want to spend the money to try if it might not work. Uh, basically, okay. Basically, if I don't think it's going to work, I don't want to try spend the money to try it
So you
because if
can.
it doesn't work, I'll feel like shit for wasting the money.
Yeah, but you don't. You want to live the rest of your life, without that feeling.
I've gotten this far without it, and so I just don't see the point.
Let's see.
I mean, I'm pretty much resigned to it at this
Why?
point.
Why did you lie to everyone about having sex before?
Why did I lie? Because, well, I remember at the time I remember at the time I lied. I lied. I did it just because I wanted people to stop looking at me weird.
In the Discord?
No, not in the Discord. I was talking about IRL when I
No,
did
but
lie
in the Discord you
many
told
years.
us that you had sex before.
Oh fuck! It's just shit, man. I just
You didn't mean to. You forgot.
yeah, my brain. Like I said, my memory is Swiss cheese.
That
Yeah.
was not what I was
The
going to
real fucking
say.
honest. My memory is Swiss cheese.
Hanky man,
Okay.
what's your biggest accomplishment in life?
That's a good question.
My biggest accomplishment in life is probably making it 41 years on this planet. I'll be honest.
You have a sister, right?
Uh, yeah, but not that I'm terribly attached to her, but yeah, I do have a sister.
What's your relationship like with her?
I go over for Christmas every year, but other than that, nothing. I don't really talk to her too much.
It says here that you lived together, and your sister thought that you were stealing the cheese, so she put a lock on the fridge. Is this true?
Oh yeah,
Were you stealing the cheese?
no,
Can you
that's what.
Angry
explain what?
man.
Could you explain what happened?
Hold on.
Oh well,
Angry man.
in 2014 when I was living with my sister, yeah, she locked the fridge up.
Why?
Well, because there was this little fucking because there was this 12-year-old girl living in the apartment at the time who kept snitching shit from the fridge. I mean, I was in an upstairs bedroom. Didn't even like going downstairs. Okay. And
Angry
I'm
man.
supposedly sneaking through the entire fucking apartment to get to the fridge to steal shit.
Not that far, but I have written here that the only reason you were constipated is because you were taking bite-sized chunks out of huge blocks of cheese. Is that true?
Oh, no, no. Much later, when I moved out on my own, I got into the habit of eating cheese.
So you are a cheese connoisseur.
There seems to be. You were accused of eating cheese, right? And
I
then
was
later,
accused of snitching cheese from the fridge, which I did not do in 2014.
but then
but-
later were known to eat bites out of cheese, blocks of cheese.
Yeah, I mean, but then later on, starting in 2015, I'd get these every now and then. I get these blocks of cheese. They're like almost 3 pounds of cheddar of cheese, soft cheese.
Yeah.
Angry man,
And
I'm gonna
and
level
all
with
and
you.
I'm going and it is and yeah, I can eat one of the 3 pounds of fucking cheese in a single sitting.
Angry man, I'm just gonna be honest. I vividly remember you telling us that you did steal the cheese from the sister's fridge.
I do too.
Oh,
We know that you stole the cheese in 2014.
but yeah, I mean, I generally am not very fond of my sister.
But
Wait,
why
so
did you
you
lie to
did
us about
steal
that?
that? Why did you?
100,000. Okay, there's another one.
You're
But yeah, like
keeping
I said,
track.
like I'm not very fond of my sister
But
for
why
the shit
didn't
she
you just
pulls.
come clean when we asked you about the cheese?
In 2014, when I was living with my sister, I was not stealing cheese from the fridge. I mean, I was upstairs watching fucking television shows.
No, you
I
told
was
us you
still,
did steal the cheese, though.
oh man, small slices of cheese.
I don't know.
No,
You
the point
you
is,
tell me.
the point is, she locked the point is, she locked the fridge, and I still have some animus against her for it. It's like fuck that.
Did you steal any amount of cheese, sliced or cubed or
Or
sticks or anything?
yeah.
In 2014, no, but when I moved out on my own and started spending my own money on stuff, I'd buy blocks of cheese to eat. Yeah,
Do you still buy blocks of cheese?
can't afford it these days. I mean, shit's getting expensive. The
What do
world is
you?
getting very
What's
fucking
your
expensive.
diet look like?
Uh, like I will buy a bunch of spam singles or ramens and just put them in the pantry and eat those all month.
Can you tell me the craziest story that's ever happened to you?
The craziest fucking story that's ever happened. Probably. Oh God, I had to go up and down the main boulevard in the area I live in
Yep.
over the course of a day. Oh man, I finally got home around 11 o'clock, and oh man, uh, the craziest thing that's ever happened to me probably when I had to have my sister over at a certain point in my life, but in
Why?
my apartment.
Why was that crazy?
There was a crazy time in my life when so I'm going up and down the main boulevard in town looking for a fucking payday loan, and I don't actually get it. But I go halfway fucking home, and I forgot all my paperwork in the fast food place. I had gone and dipped into a fast food place
That's not what we're
to get
talking
some
about.
lunch,
That
and
is a that is a
and
pretty
I
big fuck up.
and then as soon as I fucking got halfway down, I'm like, holy fuck, I left all my paperwork. So I had to
Ghost,
all
imagine you actually get approved for a loan, like a loan big enough that you need it, and then you leave the paperwork at McDonald's. Ghost, imagine you actually get
yeah,
approved for.
and it's a major fuck up.
Yeah, but can you tell us like the most embarrassing
Yeah,
thing
we're
that's ever
losing
happened to you?
Angry Man. We're losing the audience.
We want a crazy story.
Most embarrassing thing that's ever fucking happened to me is probably when I paid for a hooker and nothing worked.
Well, yeah, it
I
says
live
here that you,
I have tried very hard to keep my life very boring.
it says here that you got mad at the hooker,
Oh yeah,
and it says that she got uncomfortable because you were like raising your voice at her.
yes, that's oh yes, and thanks for reminding me. And so what happened is I raised my voice and I got mad. She left and
Why?
uh,
Why'd you get mad?
oh man, uh shit wasn't working, and I don't know
Yeah, but
why.
why'd you get mad at her?
But
Shouldn't
yeah,
you be
like
mad at your own? You should be mad at your own pee, not her.
yeah, my father had the same problem, and so
How do you know that your father had this
no, my
issue?
father had the same problem because I heard it later.
What do you
But
mean? That his penis didn't work?
let's just say, uh, have you ever just
Did your
basically
mom tell
heard
you that?
something? Have you ever actually heard something mentioned in passing and you can't really remember where you heard it? Yeah, one of those situations.
Your
So
mom was telling someone about how your father's penis didn't work and you just heard it, right?
yeah, and anyways, okay, so holy shit.
All right. Well, I want to fast forward to what year did your mom go to the hospital for malnourishment?
Oh, that was shit.
2014.
Yeah, 2014.
So right
So
after your sister locked the fridge. So you and your mom are living with your sister. She locks the fridge. Your mom becomes malnourished.
We have
What
Hey,
another.
happened? Go to
Tucker.
the
We
hospital,
have
and
another
then
friend of the show. I hate to interrupt, but we have another friend of the show, Frogbert. He also is a big fan of you, Angry Man, and he's gonna also ask you some questions.
okay,
All right, Frogbert, Angry Man, take it away.
okay, Robert, please ask me questions. But like I said, and so what happened is 2014. She stayed, she had to stay for a few weeks, and then, of course, after that, went into the motel. Of course, me and my mom went to the motel. In 2014, we got the housing. In 2015, I moved out on my own because unfortunateness happened with her, and then of course, uh,
Uh,
after unfortunateness happened with her, and then of
what?
course after my mom died, then of course was living on my own with
Can,
housing,
can I interject really
and
quick? Did we already?
that's the same housing situation I'm in now, which is basically that I am basically it's mythical rent control. This apartment I'm in is costing me so stupidly little that even I can afford to live in Southern California, which is amazing.
I do want to ask Angry Man. Do you? When did you move in with your current roommate?
2018 ish.
2018, and you've lived with him ever since.
Well, yeah, I've moved a couple times since, but yes,
But it's
But
always you're always with the same guy.
yeah,
And is it true that you never really speak to this guy? Like you guys don't really hang out, and you're not exactly like friends or anything, right?
we don't really talk. I mean, guys don't talk very often to each. Guys don't talk to each other for very long. I mean, it's like a word here, a word there, but it's like not really no real conversation.
I got yeah. And he went to the hospital recently due to his obesity.
Yeah. Anyways, I
Did he is
usually
he out of the hospital now?
yeah. The thing is, I'm usually going out to the local convenience store for him. So you know.
It, is that because he's not able to go by himself, or
Yeah. Basically.
because he's too fat.
Mm, yeah.
But how fat aren't you? Pretty big.
No, I'm not actually. Like I said, I'm skinny fat. I'm a fairly skinny guy who's packed on a few too many pounds.
mm,
And you served your roommate so well that he just never had to move, and he got so fat he had to go to the hospital.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
And then what did your therapist tell you about doing that, or the doctor, whatever?
Oh, that I was enabling.
yeah, Angry Man.
Enabling bad behavior,
You were.
which is terrible. But I mean, hey, I mean, I every now and then I get a couple bucks worth of stuff from the local convenience store out of it, so it all
No,
works out.
it says here that when your mom was in the hospital, you watched porn in the bathroom of of her hospital room.
Oh God, and that's oh man, the phrase that Bing is for searching for porn is so true, actually.
What was it? You had an interesting Swifty. You might have it written down, but Angry Man, you had an interesting comment about using Bing to search for porn.
Yeah, I got
Can
it
you,
written down.
It's actually a fucking amazing search engine for porn. I'll give you that.
So
what did you say specifically about using Bing for porn?
Oh, does it have to do with the phrase plausible deniability?
yes,
Yeah, plausible deniability. If I find it via Bing, it's one of those surface web websites where I can just shrug my shoulders and go, "Hey, as far as I knew, everything here was good. I mean, I found it via
wait.
Bing,
If you find what?
porn
Yeah,
via Bing."
what are you implying with that?
Well, what I'm implying is that is that if I find it via Bing, then
What do you mean surface level?
I have
uh,
written here.
have you ever heard of the surf? You've never heard of the internet compared to
No, I
the
know what you
internet?
mean.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm,
you know what I mean by surface web.
audience, the surface web is just anything that a common search engine can have access to. But I have written here that you said When I watch porn, I use a search engine so that I can have plausible deniability for illegal activity.
Not well. When I said plausible deniability, I didn't say illegal activity.
Yes, you
Okay, fine.
did.
Okay, fine. Uh, Plausible deniability that I've no fucking idea what kind of videos there are. I'm assuming the videos are somehow legal or that they're somehow fake in a way that it's not really illegal content. I mean, if I can find it via a normal search engine, I mean, there's plausible deniability. Like, hey, I'm just a normie, man. I search for what I want to watch. If I find it, I watch it. I enjoy it. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Well, Angry Man, I don't think that it's fair to say that you're a normie whenever it comes to pornography because we've talked in the past about some of I don't know if if you guys have already talked with Angry Man about this, but some of the fan fiction writing that you've created and commissioned from other people delves into topics that I would not consider normal.
The only thing we've touched on is that right as the show started, he says he's writing a new world about a 1970s summer camp.
That's concerning, considering the stories that you've written about teenagers and dogs in the streets of India. If you would like to elaborate on that.
Uh, well, first off, there's a difference between writing, as in showing, and telling.
Mm-hmm.
And just penciling in a outline is not actually writing a story.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
10 seconds, just so the audience knows. We paid a little bit of money. Angry Man always writes his stories and everything he works on in this little Word document or Google document. So we paid money to have access to it and buy the rights to it. And then whenever we went through it, we see all these stories about dogs having sex with teenagers, summer camps, sexual things. I don't know. It's very erotic. Oftentimes the first 4 words, one time the first word to an erotic story was a 4-year-old girl.
Oh no. No.
There was one I specifically
no.
remember,
I
which was a
remember. I remember the fucking one.
14-year-old girl.
14.
I remember the fucking one you were talking about, and I was writing in the style of when such and such character was such and such age, certain things not involving them happened in a backstory. But yes.
Now, Angry Man, I can understand that as an enjoyer of literature that you can, sometimes use these more provocative themes in order to kind of character build, right? But in the instance that you used it, you said that a 14-year-old girl had sex and then realized that she was a sex addict, and then later incorporated that into a wider erotic story, which to me inculcates that you thought
That
it was
sounds like a
attractive.
backstory to Chiholto, and if I remember the right, that's just I didn't actually. Again, as long as there's no showing of what happened, it's all good. If it's telling what happened, it's just a dry retelling of events, and it doesn't count as questionable.
Someone else. I don't even know what to say.
Angry Man, I think that it sounds like you're kind of expressing your fantasies through this. Even though you're not detailing it, the fact that you're using it in the context of your erotic story sounds to me
Okay, so
like it might be
How the fuck
a
am I
fantasy, especially since you've written about other things that you find attractive, such as the Fuda planet.
oh, those characters are completely of age, of course.
Those characters are completely.
Yeah. Half of the characters he just mentioned were of age.
Yeah,
Okay,
one of
so-
two.
Okay, so sex.
And we did just because we went over to the P word story. I don't want to brush over the fact that Angry Man did also write a short story involving a woman having sex with a dog in an Indian slum. I think that
Oh,
that's
no.
important for the
An
audience.
underage woman,
That
right?
was back. No, she was.
I think she was of age. So we're at two out of three were of age.
Yeah, and the thing is, that was a backstory for a sentient dog. Okay. That was a that was a backstory for a sentient dog. Is
You're
sentient
saying
dog
it's
found a
like
woman
when.
inside in an alley, discovered that he discovered that he liked it,
So you're saying
and
it's like when Family Guy show humans having sex with Brian, like he could talk and walk? Is that what you mean?
No,
no,
he
no,
was
no,
still a dog.
sentient, unable to talk, but a dog. Yes, sentient dog,
And
but cannot talk.
Angry Man,
Ah, okay.
we're just kind of establishing the backstory for what you meant whenever you said you were using Bing in the hospital where your mom was dying to
No,
search for
she wasn't. No, no,
pornography
no, no,
that
no,
you
no.
would have plausible
That
deniability
wasn't when she
for.
was dying. No, that wasn't when she was dying. That was just when my mom had to visit the hospital for a few weeks.
All right. Well, the question still stands.
But yeah.
So again,
Okay, so where the fuck am I in
what
this
are you
thing?
looking for plausible deniability for?
Oh, when I look for videos online, I don't want to actually stumble on any nasty videos. The idea is if I find it via a general search engine, they're not the kind of uber illegal videos that everybody hears lurk in the dark corners of the internet. Put it that way.
But what are
How
you
many times?
searching
How
that
many
might
times have you? Wait. Well, how many times have you stumbled across illegal activity? Be honest. I know it's more than once.
Uh, like I said, there's a reason if I want videos, I search for them because I don't want to stumble on that kind of shit.
Well, how many times has it happened?
Uh, Not that often. Actually, not at all, considering the fact I use search engines to find the videos I want. You know, I stick to the normie parts of the internet for porn because there's so much of it. You know, I stick to the normie portions of the internet.
we know that's not true.
Yeah, I
Oh,
don't know, man. Like with the
We know
stories
for
you're writing, I feel like it's pretty clear what you're into. And then
I
with the
stick.
content, but you just
No,
didn't know because
no,
it's on the surface web.
no,
It's
no,
okay.
no,
You didn't know. You didn't know because it's on the
no,
surface
no, no,
web.
no, 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 no. Uh, if a video is found on the surface web, there's plausible deniability about knowing about. I didn't know that content was illegal. I just found that content on the normie web.
Angry
But
Man, you
you
understand how this is coming across, right?
wait,
Yeah,
wait,
It
wait.
yeah,
sounds like
yeah.
you're searching for things that might yield an illegal video, and you're just hoping it shows up on Bing so that way you can look at it. That's what it sounds like.
Oh
Would,
no, no, no. I mean,
would you say that you have found that stuff like that would be if it wasn't for the plausible deniability?
oh man, I search for weird shit, man, like autoerotic asphyxiation, shit
Oh
like
my!
that. I've searched for all sorts of weird shit.
Tell us what else, bro. Just be
Like
come clean.
okay, autoerotic asphyxiation, a blood play, stabbings, and the thing is, if I can find it via the normie web, then it's like, hey, I figure these videos are all fake. You know?
Wow, that wasn't the direction I thought we were heading.
Yeah. If I can find videos on the surface web, then I have to assume they're all fake.
You like snuff films.
Well, fake snuff, but yes.
Yeah, not what I expected.
That is not where I
But
thought we were
yeah,
going with that either.
but yeah, like I said, I mean, if I find it on the surface web, then I have to assume it's normie shit.
I don't like this combination of fetishes.
Yeah, Angry Man.
If I find it on the surface web, then I have to assume it's normie shit. And if it's normie shit, then
Yeah, you're better off not looking on the dark web where it might be actual snuff, right?
yeah,
Like you're trying to say
yeah,
that if
I
it's
don't
on the
want to
normal
actually
web.
go on the dark web where it might actually be really dark shit. You know,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
real dark shit I don't actually want to find. But you know, if it's been faked, you know, that's okay. I can go or I can
Angry Man.
appreciate it. But I don't want to find really dark shit on the actual dark web. Holy fuck, no. And
And
yeah,
did
I
you,
know that shit's out there. I mean, I used to go on I used to go on 4chan back in the early 2000s. I used to go on 4chan back in the early 2000s. I mean, who didn't? So I know there's actual dark shit out there. I mean, and that's the reason I know there's dark shit out there is because I used to go on 4chan. Okay, back in the battle days when there was actually a lot of sussy content even on 4chan.
So it sounds like you're aware
Wait,
of where the line is.
Angry Man, are you
So
watching the stream while you are in it?
No, I'm not. I'm playing the solitaire game.
Someone's echoing. All right.
I'm playing the
Yeah,
solitaire game.
I can't tell who it is, but it's not me. But we'll figure it out. Lexi's gonna mute whoever it is, but she'll figure it out. We'll move on. Ingeman, what kind of crazy stuff did you see on 4chan? Snuff, but also the what word can we refer to the underage erotic fantasies without scaring Angry Man into being quiet?
Uh, so, let's just say I the nastiest thing I ever saw on 4chan was this completely normal looking porn image, and I have to assume whoever did it was just trolling. But it was a completely normal porn image, and you couldn't tell anything was unusual about it. It's just a naked woman standing, in a backyard with a fence behind her, and some fucker on B posted an arrow to that and claimed that the picture was of a 13-year-old. Now, I swear to God, that looked like a completely fully featured adult female. And yet, the text next to it said, "Oh my God." So, uh, let's just say that, let's just say that the 4chan party van meme was actually true. Okay, the 4chan party van meme was actually true. It was actually that there was really nasty shit on that website at one point in time, and it was just a whole mix. Nastiest thing I ever fucking saw was this fairly attractive woman sitting down across from whoever had the camera, and clearly the guy who had the camera was an assassin, and he shot first one nipple, the left nipple, then the right nipple, then the pussy, then the womb.
I bet you like that, huh?
4 perfect shots, and that was fucked. Okay,
I thought you liked that.
there was a lot of fucked up shit on 4chan back in the day that I would not want to actually see ever again.
But I thought you liked that stuff.
Hey man, if it's faked, if it's faked or it looks like it could be faked. I mean, that's one thing. But
I think it's strange of you to say that this stuff is like fucked up, but then you like watching it.
oh yeah, I mean, I admit I like watching fucked up shit. But there's no way in hell I want to see real fucked up shit because holy shit, that's like way too hot.
I do kind of want to loop back. So these are the types of things that you're watching in the hospital.
No. In 2014, that's when I learned that Bing was good for searching for porn. Because it actually gets past firewalls.
Did you just say you don't like watching the real thing because it's too hot?
When I talked about really fucked up content, yeah.
What?
What do you
When I
mean
talk
hot?
about fucked
You
up
mean
content,
sexy? By hot, you
No.
mean sexy?
No, when I talk about hot, I'm talking about hot potato. Talking about something I don't actually want in my life. Okay.
You only
you
want
can't
the
touch it; it's too hot. Like
In other
yeah.
words, legally spicy.
He'd get
Yeah,
in
yeah, yeah.
trouble.
Okay.
In other words, legally spicy. But yeah.
Uh,
In other words, legally spicy. But yeah, like I said, fucked up content. Uh, yeah, I mean, I'll look at
Angry Man,
fucked up.
can you
I'll look
describe
at.
to us the things that you look at on the hentai websites? Are those kind of related to this?
Oh, the fucking hentai websites. It's just all 3D animated shit.
But
That is
are
my
these
one.
similar themes or?
That is my one exception to the. That is my one exception to the thing about searching on Bing for material, and it's only one specific website, rule34.xxx, that I use.
I
It's
know,
only one
man.
specific website I use.
Which one?
Like I said, rule34.xxx,
Oh, Rule 34. Okay, but what do you
and
look
it's
up?
all 3D animated stuff.
What tags?
3D animated. Look for certain characters that I like. Uh,
What characters?
there's a app that I use whenever I have an Android device that allows me to filter out content I don't want to see. That allows me to filter out content I don't want to see.
What
So I
content?
use anything involving guys. I will admit, uh, I will admit when I look up 3D animated content, it's all futa and female. It's no guys allowed in said content because that's not what I want to see. Okay, where to? Okay, you'll have to excuse me. I'm playing my game.
It
Angry
sounds like
Man, can you make it censored so that way you can pay attention?
Oh yeah, it is the censored version. If you actually look down at Discord, you'll see that I'm playing the censored version.
Okay, good.
Angry Man, you told us all these crazy stories that we've heard in the past. Can you give us anything that's like new?
Uh, the problem,
Well, I don't
like,
know if you. Before we go on to news stories, Swifty, I don't think you've talked about why his mom was in the hospital for being famished.
Yeah, why?
because my sister fucking locked up the fridge.
That made your mom become malnourished.
Well, no, it's just that my mom. It's just that. But yeah. Uh.
So,
Anyways.
so your sister locked up the fridge. Why?
Because she thought I was sneaking shit from the fridge, which in 2014, no, I was not sneaking shit from the fridge.
Well, you admitted the other day that you were sneaking stuff out.
Yeah.
But yeah, little bits
See?
of cheese.
Fogbert remembers too. You admitted that you were taking stuff from the fridge when your sister locked it.
Oh yeah.
Just
I mean,
little bits of cheese.
oh yeah, little slices. I used before 2014. I used to sneak shit like little slices of cheese, like the Kraft singles.
So because you did that, your sister locked the fridge and your mom became malnourished.
And then, of course, she got better, but obviously not completely better because then she had to go into the hospice
Why didn't
towards 2014, and she never left the hospice.
Why didn't you unlock the fridge for your mom?
No, I didn't have the key. It's my sister that did all that shit.
But your sister was staying with you, right?
No. In 2014, my sister was the one with the HUD voucher. So she was the one that basically got the rule the roast. Okay.
Still, you have to get food for your mom.
But yeah, and it's shitty. I mean, I don't like my sister very much.
And you were 35 when this happened?
Okay, do some math for me. Holy shit.
I knew this was going to happen as soon as you asked that.
Do some math. Like I said, my brain is full of fucking mush.
So here's the
Okay,
timeline. You and your mom move in with your sister. You steal cheese from the fridge. Your sister locks the fridge. Your mom can't get any food, or at least not enough, because the fridge is locked. She becomes malnourished. She goes to the hospital. You wink off in the hospital bathroom. And then you guys go get the new place, or then you guys heal and everyone goes home happy.
I think we should clarify that he jerked off to like stabbing and blood porn.
Possibly children being stabbed.
No,
Possibly.
fuck that. Don't accuse me of that, man.
Right? We're not. We didn't make it up.
Don't accuse me of that last one. Fuck
But
no, man.
it's just combining your two things.
No. Uh, uh let's see. So yeah,
Angry Man,
like I
stay
said,
with us.
Wait, so
yeah,
you
I
said
know.
your
Like I
mom
said,
never left hospice?
no. What happened is my mom went to the hospital for a short period in 2014, and then she left. We went into the motel, and then towards the end of staying at the motel, she had to go back and she had to go into a hospice situation, and she never left.
So is she still alive?
No.
No,
Okay.
she passed. She passed in 2015, and that's
I'm
why in
sorry.
2015 I moved into an apartment on my own.
She had a heart attack when she saw his search history.
Ugh.
She thankfully never saw my digital devices and had no interest in seeing my digital
Wait,
device.
so I wanted to ask, you said that you were stealing food from the fridge before 2014, but so you stopped in 2014 just as she locked the fridge?
Uh, yeah, and it was just
So it was an effective technique, locking the fridge.
Angry Man was
ugh.
incapable of getting past.
And when his mom just literally starved.
Yeah, it's just
His mom was,
okay.
according to
So,
Angry Man, was starving, starving
But-
to death.
but anyways, like I said, it's terrible. My sister is a terrible person.
And
I
he
do
could
not.
not get the fridge open.
Dude, you
My
gotta
sister
like.
is-
Wait, so were you also starving?
Well, no, I wasn't eating all that much. I mean, I certainly lost a whole number of pounds due to the
That's what I was
same
gonna.
thing. Yeah.
My God.
That's what I
I
was gonna
was
say. Is
losing a whole bunch of weight at the same time. Yeah.
Angry Man can probably go months without eating because of his body weight.
Oh yeah, probably.
I just want to point out that there is zero chance that Angry Man's mom starved to death.
No, no,
Because
she
of
didn't
this fridge.
starve to death. She just had to go into the hospital for a few weeks.
She almost starved to death.
Had
But-
it not,
But yeah, and so my sister, there's a reason I don't like my sister.
Okay. Did you watch porn in a cyber cafe?
Oh yeah, that was before 2014, but yeah, there was a cyber cafe that used to be in the city I was in, and there was this little back room with like three computers off on its own, where you had a semblance of privacy. And yeah, pretty much, yeah, I used to. I used to. Okay, now you're all quiet. But so, like I said, it was a cyber cafe. There was this little room at the back of the cyber cafe with three computers off on its own, and one of those computers, the one at the very far corner, nobody could see what you were looking
So
And
you took
so-
advantage of that.
at. And so I took advantage of that and actually was able to. At the time, I wasn't actually in an apartment, so it was kind of my only way to do that. Look at that sort of stuff.
So instead of taking a picture of it and bringing the picture home and doing it at home, you just linked it right there in the cafe.
Well, yeah, because because that little room, it had a door in the back where I could just run right out. And
You had to make an escape. You had to run out the back.
yeah, I had to run out the back just to make sure no one would see me, and nobody
God.
caught me. So it worked out.
but
He's
what
back
did-
there looking up stabbing videos, and then when he's done, he just drops everything and runs.
that must horrify whoever goes onto the computer after him.
Oh no,
just-
because the whole thing is, once you're done with the computer at the cyber cafe, you just log out and nobody knows what happened on it. I mean, 'cause it
you just walk back
like-
there and you see like a gore video and then like use tissue
No,
on the
no.
floor.
Because when you're done with the computer at the cyber cafe, you log out and nobody has any idea what happened. What
But
was being used for.
it is true that you did not throw away the tissue, right? You used.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'd have to take that home with me to throw it away at home. But whatever.
So
What
you
were
Throw
you
it
looking
away
up?
on the way back home.
What did you look up that time?
Uh, that was back when I was still fucking blue pilled enough. I didn't know what trannies really were.
Well, you said you learned what they were in 2010. Oh wait, when was the cyber cafe? Actually, I don't care. So what did you look up?
the red pill.
Yeah.
No. I only found out what fucking
Wait, what's the blue pill?
like.
The blue
I
pill is
found,
jerking off to actual women.
Oh,
uh, anyways, no, I only became red pill on the whole tranny thing in like the late 2010s when Medicare started talking about it, and I was like, oh shit.
so you saw him talking about it and you got interested?
Angry
No,
Man's
no. What I said was no.
Angry
What
Man saw how the sausage is made and was like, "This sounds so fucking hot."
He's
no,
like, oh my god,
no.
I get
I
it.
saw how the sausage was made, and I
I
was like,
get.
oh, these are gender freak. Oh, these are freaks of nature.
Well,
But as far as
actually, it does follow with your gore fetish why you would see that video and then
oh
be.
god. No, that video, I did not find that video attractive. I did find it eye opening that it red pilled me on what trannies were, and so after that point, I basically was like, oh shit, this is absolute shit. I mean,
But you were jerking off to them before?
yeah, because I didn't know what they really were.
He thought they were born that way.
Yeah, before he joined, he said he thought they were born that way. Which, to be fair, in 2010, granted I was younger, I thought that too.
Yeah, but you were 10.
Yeah.
Well, Angry Man also couldn't figure out how to open up a padlocked fridge.
I imagine it was just the freezer door locked to the fridge door, so you could have just pulled on it and
Right, yeah.
both would have opened.
That's what
Angry Man. So, on the topic of cheese, I know you said like the happiest day of your life could be like if you got a big block of cheese in a hotel room. Like, is that still true?
Yeah, as far as cheese, well, the idea is if I had an infinite, the first thing I would do if I ever ran into a serious amount of money is I would get a whole bunch of cheeses. I'd get crackers, fruit, that sort of stuff for charcuterie. And I would get
very fancy.
get the hotel room, and I would have set it up so that I can watch a bunch of cartoons.
Yeah.
And but the problem is I don't have anyone I actually know that I'd actually want to spend time with. So my only conclusion was is I'd have to hire a couple hookers, and not for the fucking. I mean, I would just want
Just for
somebody.
the eating?
I would just want somebody to watch cartoons with me and eat some charcuterie.
Yeah, help you
Whenever,
finish that board.
whenever we make you famous, we're gonna buy you a hotel room and a bunch of cheese and 2 hookers and cartoons, and you can do that.
Yeah, because honestly, I just want to fucking. I just want to fucking sit back, enjoy myself, eat my cheddar. But
Yeah.
yeah, like uh, cheddar, I like. I like. Found actually am very fond of dry aged cheddar. Okay, dry
Okay.
aged cheddar. We're talking either Irish cheddar or English cheddar.
Do you
I admit I'm boring. I admit I'm boring.
mild or sharp cheddar? Medium?
Uh, I like mild cheddar.
Did you wear deodorant in high school?
I didn't even know what it was in high school. Blame my father for that. I blame my father for that. But
The whole 4 years?
And so, well, I can understand why nobody told me about it because they were all afraid that my father was looking for a lawsuit, which frankly, I live in California, so, that's probably a reasonable thing to be afraid of. But yeah.
What? Why would they get a lawsuit?
Yeah, about deodorant?
Uh, but yeah, anyways. So for 4 years oh man, I was just fucking awful in high school.
What do
Didn't
you
have
mean?
friends. I didn't have friends. I didn't have anyone to talk to. It was just miserable. Well, I blame my father for that. There's a reason I don't like my father. My father tried to fucking push religion on me really hard after I got
How
out of
dare
high
he?
school, I just, and so I refuse religion.
That's messed up of him, man.
I refuse organized religion. It's like, fuck that shit. I mean, I
I
believe,
don't know why your father would think you need organized religion.
yeah, I mean, yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, can you give me a minute?
But do you like unorganized religion?
No, I basically believe, but I don't like the idea of organized religion in and of itself.
Okay.
Give me a minute.
All right.
I still think my favorite story of Angry Man's is the fridge. Him not being able to open up the locked fridge to save his dying mother. but, but somehow he's still able to eat the entire time.
Yeah, Angry Man. I don't think he handled that situation correctly.
Did not. I forgot to mention it whenever you brought up the cheese party, but we need to ask him about the prostitutes.
Okay, we actually did go over those. That's like the one thing we went over pretty detailed. Angry Man.
Him not being able to get hard.
Yeah, actually, one time he just came prematurely. But yeah, he
Yeah,
wasn't
we
able
found
to.
out he's never had a kiss before.
Yeah, he's never kissed or had sex.
Okay, I'm back.
No.
I want a story like the cyber cafe story, the hospital story, the fridge story. Give us something like that.
Okay,
Oh.
how about this? What is the best day of your life? Because we know what the best day of your life could be. What actually is the best day of your life?
Oh, man. Oh, God, I'd probably have to think back to my childhood, to be honest. Like I said, I try to keep my life boring.
Why do you do that?
Because boring, at least with things being boring, it means nothing's going wrong.
Yeah.
The less exciting my life is, the less potential things there are going wrong. But yeah. Best day of my life. One of the best memories I have from 2015 is that first time I walked into the local convenience store and I was like, "Holy shit! Nobody's gonna yell at me for what I buy." You know?
Yeah.
That was the first day I bought mayo and cheese. Actually,
Why would people yell at you for the things you buy?
Yeah.
Do they judge you?
no, it was just the realization that I was on my own.
Oh, like your mom would judge you?
Yeah, it's the realization that I was on my own. No one was gonna judge me for what I did.
Mm-hmm.
So I just pulled a $20 bill, bought a block of cheese and mayo, and took it home and ate it.
Did you like dip the cheese in the mayo or eat
Well,
them
no,
separately?
the idea is, those 8-ounce blocks of cheese, right?
Yes.
What I do is I slice a thin slice of the cheese and then I dip it in the mayo.
Okay.
Yeah.
You use
Wow.
you use the cheese as like a chip
Yeah.
in mayonnaise.
Yes.
All right.
And of course, once I got Amazon, Okay. I haven't had Amazon Prime for like the last year, but
Mm-hmm.
uh, back when my finances were better, which pretty much means like before June of this year, I was buying high end Kerrygold cheddar and mayo. Okay.
What's your favorite type of mayo?
Duke's mayo is what I currently like.
Now that's high end.
Yeah, Duke's mayo is what I currently like, and as far as cheese, like I said, Irish or English cheddars.
Okay.
There's two different types of Irish cheddars. There's the dry cheddar, okay, and then there's like soft cheddar. Soft cheddar is basically like what you think of as American cheese, cheddar cheese. Okay,
Okay.
it's not orange, but it's soft. Okay, I don't
Yeah.
like soft cheddars. I like harder aged cheddar, but very mild flavors.
Okay.
Very mild flavor.
One time you told me that you've never had a job in 42 years and you don't want to.
Yeah, that's pretty much it, man.
So is that the reason why you don't work is because you don't want to?
That and because I've been on disability since I was 18.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I've
For
been on
what?
dis. Uh, uh, the reasons. The reasons change. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm yawning. But
Okay.
the reasons change for various reasons. But last reason I was given was borderline schizophrenia,
Oh.
and so yeah, I'm
So
not even
it's
sure that diagnosis would work outside of California. But hey,
yeah,
it
so
gets
it's
me paid.
borderline. It's not even like you don't have it.
Yeah, well, right now I probably could be diagnosed as full on schizophrenic.
Oh, wow. Do you want to talk about that or no?
Uh, oh no, schizophrenia is one of those things that it's not fun. Okay,
Yeah.
it's not fun. It's
Yeah, it
Yeah,
not
doesn't
fun to
sound like
see
it.
hear voices and see
especially
things
because I'm in your, especially because I'm in your walls.
occur.
So
Well, the
is
thing
that
is,
why is that why
the
you
thing
like
is,
to keep it boring because like you have things that you're seeing and hearing anyways?
the reason I like to keep my life boring is so that nothing exciting happens. Because for me, excitement is usually a code word for things are about to go wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
For me, excitement is a code word for things are about to go wrong. So I try to keep my life as unexciting as possible. Okay.
That makes sense. Yeah.
But yeah. As far as story, what else? Just keep throwing topics at my head, please.
Yeah.
Or I'm going to have to get into. I'm going to have to start talking about politics.
No, no, no.
Eh,
Um,
so how would you describe the perfect society?
The perfect society should be united in purpose, united in spirit, in and united in terms of having the same moral code.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that's very far from what the Western world is, so I try to keep my head down and just not look outside.
would there be Fudas in the perfect society?
Uh, when you when you mention okay, when you mention society, I'm imagining asking about what the perfect culture would be.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
But like, what would be in your utopia?
like I said, in Utopia, society is united by purpose. It's united by purpose. It's united by morality. And yeah,
Okay.
Yes.
Like Nazi Germany?
Uh, uh, I would say there's other societies that were united in purpose and united in in a shared morality. I would say there's other societies that could fit those two criteria as well.
So
So
since you
yes.
so on another note, since you've never had a girlfriend, have you ever had a crush on anybody?
Oh, when
Or
I
had
was
any interest?
when I was still younger, yeah. I mean, when
Mm.
I was still in high school, yeah, but or before even before high school, but after that, no, no
So
crushes,
no
Really?
crushes for 22 years?
no crushes, no interest. I mean, the closest I get is having a favorite porn star or a handful of favorite.
I see.
That's the closest I get to having a crush. Is oh, she looks hot.
Yeah.
Mm.
So what about those people that you had a crush on did you like? Like what is your type?
It was so long ago, it doesn't matter. But as far as porn stars that I like watching, runs the gambit really. As far as
Um,
porn stars I like watching, it runs the gambit really. I
Okay.
mean,
and
one is one that I like is bald. The others I like blondes and redheads actually.
okay, in the
So
story you're
bald,
writing,
blondes, and redheads.
wait, bald. All right.
Yeah.
Uh, as far as body type, tall, thin, uh, not ex- tall, thin, certainly smaller of bust, but larger in the rear. Good birthing hips, you know, good birthing hips. But
Do
yeah.
you want to have a child?
No, actually, no, I don't.
Oh,
I
so they
believe
would
that
go to waste.
the government still has programs to prevent Angry Man from having a child.
Oh.
Um, guys, I don't want to waste all the content in one episode, so I want to end it here. And Angry Man, we're gonna bring you back on another
Okay,
follow-up
thank you.
episode. But Angry Man,
Can you kick me out of the room, please,
not
so I
not
don't
yet,
have to turn around?
not yet, Angry Man. I just want you to first leave the audience with a cliffhanger, uh, for your return episode.
Okay.
So, tell us something that we need to wait until to hear until next time.
Oh man, the kind. Well,
Can
we
I?
were start talking about my favorite porn stars, and I could probably go over that next time. I'd have to think of the. I'd have to think for a while and give you a list
That
for
sounds
that.
great.
Yeah.
Next time, I also want to go over your stories.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, and like a day in the life of Angry Man. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're gonna schedule something in for next week. I'll have my people contact your people.
Okay. Thank you. Just send me a DM when you want to actually talk again.
Now, Angry Man, I want you to remember that you are property of this show. So if any other show contacts you, you are not allowed to go on it. Okay?
Fine. I mean, I'll just.
You
Yeah,
could just listen.
we
You
own
have
your intellectual rights.
yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Any,
Thank you.
all right.
Thank
I
you,
want to
everyone.
thank everyone else, the community here. We will be having a show again, hopefully this week, if not next week. Any last words, Swifty?
Can we kick Angry? You can't, Angry Man, can you leave and we talk for just a second?
I got it.
All right. Bye, Angry Man.
Goodbye, Angry Man. Thank you.
All right, he's gone.
I think he likes. I don't like his combination of fetishes.
I don't. I don't either.
Stabbing and underage.
What the fuck?
Bro, who gives a shit? It's his kinks. Like, you guys are, like, so sentimental. Like,
Riley,
I don't like
all
a
right, we're
kid.
gonna end the show there. Riley, you're gonna get your own episode. We have to go.
Well, actually, no.